I've come to realize that my channel size on YouTube has become almost like a privilege in the fact that, to be honest, having 900,000 subscribers entitles you to much better communication, which it's still garbage. Let me go ahead and get that point out. But it almost entitles you to better conversations and contact with YouTube. And it's becoming more and more highlighted that so many double standards exist on this platform, which, I mean, to be honest, a lot of us already knew about, but I mean, these are situations that make it even more apparent and bring it to a wider audience, which I think is good. So essentially, there's been kind of like this, I guess, pushback against YouTube recently, go figure, and it's pretty good, honestly. I'm glad to see this because the more that massive creators like this make, I guess, a bunch of noise about these kind of problems, hopefully the more that people recognize it and call on YouTube to do better. And I'm going to go ahead and plug my merch again because, well, let's just think about the fact that YouTube loves to demonetize my content sometimes for discussions of terrorism. Not sure where I've ever discussed modern acts of terrorism, but YouTube loves to hit me with that one, which I'm still not getting. So you can support the channel by getting some of the new merch. It's selling very, very quickly. Go ahead and get yours now. That's all I'm going to say about it. ShopOpti.com. If I had to sit here and make a video about every single issue that happens on YouTube, it would probably take me 3 to 4 hours to go really in depth with it, really cover the problem as best as I could. To be honest, YouTube is kind of a dumpster fire of a website. I mean, yeah, it's changed my life infinitely, but if Amazon had a competitor to this website, I think the world would be a lot better for content creators, just to say that part. But let's go ahead and talk about what happened. So, you probably know who Moist Critical is. He's pretty much the biggest commentator out there right now. The dude's killing it. He makes so many videos. They're all pretty good. I really enjoy his style in which he's very direct and blunt in his videos. He gets right to the point. I think that that's really nice. So basically, Moist Critical made a video in which he talked about what appears to be a fake road rage incident that includes fictional characters such as SpongeBob and Mickey Mouse getting into an incident on the side of the road. I literally wish I could make that up, but if you knew Moist Critical's videos, bro, you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. This is the kind of stuff you'll be seeing, bro. YouTube it's such a good and bad website, bro. But anyway, so he made a video about this, right? And he talked about it. And YouTube basically ass blasted him, I guess is the best way to put it. So YouTube struck his video trying to make the claim that like it showed like some like graphic in real life violence, man. That SpongeBob and Mickey Mouse were out here just, they had the strap, they had an AK just blasting each other down, bodies everywhere in the streets, blood splatters the camera. Oh my god, civilians running everywhere. Oh my god, SpongeBob just got clapped. Just a bunch of crazy stuff going on, man. When that's not even close to what happened. In fact, the video is quite tame to the point that it was completely lunatic. I should say lunacy. It was complete lunacy that the video was even hit in the first place by YouTube. Of course, Moist Critical makes a big point about this because it's a fair point to make. YouTube then basically rejects his appeal, saying that it's like, violent or whatever, and that they basically were trying to confirm their stance on the video. So then on Twitter, though, with @TeamYouTube, which I'm pretty sure at this point is a system of bots replying to people, they basically confirm that the video was valid in the first place, right? Like they say, oh, the strike should never have happened. That whole situation was completely goofy. We were in the wrong in this whole thing, right? So then Moist Critical basically makes a point, and it's a fair point once again. He points out the fact that Markiplier has also made a video talking about the same fake road rage incident. And he actually ended up getting a hashtag trending on Twitter, #AnswerUsYouTube. It's a fair point, because Markiplier has 27 million fucking subscribers? The dude has a country's worth of subs on his channel, and it's cool for him to get it, right? It's cool for him to have that video up, but then, Moist Critical with just a couple million, oh no, poor pitiful him, couple million subscribers here, he's basically getting slapped in the face because of the same video. So he makes the point and then follows up the point with saying, he doesn't want Markiplier to get struck, right? He's just making a point that there's a double standard. And Markiplier, okay, he does something that I have to say, fucking bravo, right? Because he very easily could have ignored this situation, moved on, made some more videos, made some more money, blew his channel up more, right? He could have just stepped up and shut up. So instead of doing that, though, Markiplier addresses this fact and brings it to an even wider audience, which I have to say, dude, awesome, right? So he basically adds him and says, where's my strike? And, it ends up blowing up. It has like 153,000 likes as of me making this. Well, the craziest fucking thing is, right, literally hours later, this morning, he ends up getting struck for the video. That YouTube first told Moist Critical was too violent, was too aggressive. Oh my god. The travesty of SpongeBob and Mickey Mouse fighting it out in the street, man. So basically, they say that it's too bad for Moist Critical. And then on Twitter, they reverse that stance. Like, you know what? We kind of fucked up with this one, right? And then they end up turning around and striking Markiplier for the same exact fucking thing that they just basically 180'd on just hours beforehand. So this is literally the part of YouTube that I just can't understand, man. How is there so much dysfunction in this company that they can't even fucking stick to their decisions within hours? Like, how does this problem even exist? How is this an issue with a company like fucking YouTube? It's backed by Google. It's one of the biggest companies on planet Earth, and you're telling me they can't figure out a way to fucking verify if a video is actually graphic or not? They can have a bot scan my entire video, find out every fucking game that I play, every topic I talk about, the keywords. They can find out if I'm cussing. They can find out insane amounts of shit. But you're telling me they can't figure out if the decision that they made 3 hours ago is not valid. That's what I'm being told by YouTube? Okay. So then Moist Critical tweets out about it again, basically, and just blasts them for going after Markiplier now, too. Which, I mean, yeah, fair is fair, but none of them should have been struck. That's the point. So they end up responding with this right here, man. This is fucking crazy. Update, we're not gonna die on this hill. You were right. After even further review, your videos and others are back up and these strikes have been removed. This was an over-enforcement of our policies, especially with added context and commentary as you originally pointed out. So at this point, it's getting hard to track how many times YouTube has went back and forth on this subject, changing their mind on what happened. Oh, you know, this is too bad to be on YouTube. Oh, we're just kidding. We messed up. Yeah, oh, sorry, no, we can't have this again. Actually, now that we think about it, bro, this was good. Like, the decision-making process of a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate is that of like a 6-year-old child trying to figure out if they want dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets or French fries. They just can't figure that shit out, man. Like, it's like rocket science. They don't even understand their own policies at this point. They don't even understand the things that they're putting out, their rules. Like, come on, man. How does this happen? Once again, I know I'm stressing this point so heavily, but I really don't get it. How does YouTube have such a fucking problem? Especially, dude, I don't know if you guys understand this. They have manual reviewers and they have automated bots. The idea is that, you know, the automated bots, they do the heavy lifting. They do most of the scanning, and if they find a problem, usually it'll self-learn. So if it's making correct decisions, right, it boosts itself by knowing that it's making right decisions and it tries to correct the wrong ones. Now, like in this situation, when a wrong one comes up, people can appeal it to the manual reviewers of YouTube. So the people who are supposed to sit there and fucking watch the video and know the policy and figure out whether or not it's a problem, apparently they don't know shit either. Apparently, like, it's just so hard for them to understand that, like, they just can't fucking grasp the concepts of the website that they run. So at this point, there's two conclusions that I can come up with in a situation like this. And yeah, I'm kind of passionate about this because I'll explain it after this. But number one, YouTube has an automated system that doesn't work, and then they also have manual reviewers who have no fucking clue about what they're talking about, have no idea, and need to be retrained. Or number two, YouTube is creating policies so confusing that creators don't understand them and their own people don't understand them, and then these massive bots don't understand them. It honestly might be a mixture of the two options. I really don't know, but I think that those are both pretty feasible. So why am I so passionate about this, okay? Well, I remember when I was a small creator on this platform. I know a lot of people who blow up, they don't think back on that, but I think back on it very actively. I know that there's been some situations that I've been in which I would never have been able to get a hold of YouTube. I would have never have been able to fucking get any help for a problem. And right now, that's the reality for millions of creators on this platform just trying to, you know, do their thing, just trying to pop up. And then they can't because of shit like this. They can't get answers from YouTube. They can't get answers from the company. They can't get answers through the automated reviews. The rule book that YouTube sets up is so fucking confusing that most people can't actually understand what is across the line. You know, what do we do that's bad? You cussed. Well, what swear words should we not use? Maybe these ones. Oh, I didn't use those ones though. Yeah, but you still cussed. And that's the reality for so many people on this fucking platform. And I can't imagine being in a situation like that anymore, right? Because I can reach out pretty much directly to YouTube and get an answer at any time, right? It's not that hard. I mean, an answer, quote unquote. It's usually a non-answer, but you know, at least I have that opportunity. So many people don't. And you gotta imagine, like, how many creators have made shit like this and got hit like this and then couldn't get an answer out of YouTube? How many people do you think that affects? It's amazing how YouTube will, like, they'll basically go back and forward on a subject like this and not even know what they're talking about on their website. How the fuck do creators on the platform know better about what is okay and what's not okay than the people reviewing content at YouTube? To the point that it's a several day back and forward in which YouTube now has egg all over their face. It doesn't make any sense to me. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, not even understanding how this even happened, and signing out.